What's happening, people? It's the homie Smitster 400 coming at you straight off the Ave, and this is Smitster Reacts. Shout out to all the subscribers. Welcome back. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? And if you made it to this video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe. New content every day. So check this out, man. We posing the question right now. What did Whitney warn Brandy about? If you haven't, or if you didn't know, back before Whitney's demise, there was a interview that was going on, and Whitney came in and she handed Brandy a note. And Brandy's face, if you watch the clip, you feel me, looks a little, you know what I'm saying? So the video at hand, I'm finna bring to the stage. Whitney Houston warned Brandy what was in the note that she had passed. We gonna figure out what is, what's going on. Shout out Culture Spill. Let's get it.
In my room getting ready. But the strange thing is, right before I started to get ready, there was this guy and a paramedics guy in the elevator. And they were like, hurry up, she's not breathing, she's not breathing. And later on to find out they were talking about Whitney, I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. And my mom calls me and tells me that she passed.
Child, Brandy was at the same hotel as Whitney Houston on the day she died, and she didn't know what was going on. Come on. She said her mother called her and told her the news, yet she was in the same hotel. Is Brandy hiding something? Also, haven't you always thought that it was a creepy coincidence that Whitney Houston gave Brandy a private note just days before she died? And right while cameras were filming them giving a taped interview? Why not give her the note in private? But you know what else people look at when it comes to Whitney's death? Brandy's brother, Ray J.
Ray J was the last person to see her alive. He let the dealer in, but she was sober, right? But he let the dealer in that gave her the shot.
So what exactly do these siblings know about the death of Whitney Houston? And what was in that note that Whitney handed to Brandy? Okay, like several other people, the last time Brandy saw Whitney was at Clive Davis's Grammy party.
That was the last time I saw her. I didn't get a chance to perform at the Clive party for the Grammys because I was devastated.
Yes.
I was devastated. I didn't understand. I couldn't believe it. It was just, I was in shock.
But a few days before her death, Whitney crashed an interview with Brandy, Monica, and Clive Davis. And in the video footage, you can clearly see that she slips Brandy a note. But you know what? Brandy still refuses to reveal the contents of the note. In fact, in another interview, she said, I'm just gonna not say what it was and keep it to myself for my own personal reasons. Regardless, a lot of people believe that Whitney might have given the note to Brandy in front of the cameras on purpose, like in case something happened to her. Actually, once she passed the note, she kept giving Monica and Clive attention so that Brandy had enough time to read it. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that Whitney Houston interrupted a recorded interview just to say hi while she was wet yet fully clothed, to just pass a note to Brandy and kiss her like that at the end. And
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you watch the clip, it's like, she slipped her the note. She goes, she puts her attention over here. Brandy reads it, and Brandy's like, and slips it to whomever. What was in the note? Crazy, man. One can only imagine.
And if you listen carefully, you'll hear her say, I nearly drowned today. In addition, people also noted that Brandy talks about everything good. When it's bad, she won't. And that can only mean that note was bad. And her face said it all when Whitney gave it to her. Which brings us all to the questions we have about Whitney's suspicious death.
And her face said it all. Did I not say it? Everybody knew. It's crazy. Let's go.
According to reports, Whitney's death was due to accidental drowning in a bathtub, and toxicology results revealed a small amount of Coca-Cola in Whitney's body. Apparently, there were also traces of Xanax and other substances in her system. So, official reports said that it was possible that Whitney possibly had a heart attack that may have been triggered by hardening of the arteries that caused her to lose consciousness and drown. But we also know that the coroner did not find any evidence of a cardiac episode or event. So that story about Whitney having a heart attack was probably just a cover-up. See, the coroner only noted that Whitney had mild heart disease and some blockage of an artery like a lot of smokers do. So the idea that she fell into the bathtub as a a result of a heart attack is at least not established by the autopsy report. As for the Coca-Cola levels, the coroner said it seemed she used some, but not a whole lot, so it could not have caused her death. So the question people have always had is what caused her to become submerged in that tub of scalding water to the point that she could not get herself out. In addition, something else that came up after Whitney's death was that there wasn't enough water in her lungs to prove that she died from drowning, which makes it very likely that someone placed her in the bathtub and she did not pass out while she was in it. But here's where it gets even more interesting. A lot of people believe Brandy's brother Ray J was involved.
Nobody can explain. It's like it's all my fault.
What?
It's all my fault. All of that happened?
No, that's not.
No.
See, Ray J was the last person to have a public relationship with Whitney, but they were really not steady, and they never admitted that they were an item. In fact, they actually denied that they were an item, and Ray's sister Brandy even said in an interview with Wrap Up that Ray told her they were not together. She said, "Well, every time I ask Ray J about Whitney, he always says that's just his friend. He's not dating her, and I don't think that he would lie to me." Well, Brandy was probably just covering up for her brother, cause we've had people say that they had seen the relationship play out.
I go in a room, Whitney Houston taking her pants off. I walk in the room like she getting naked in Ray J room, and she like, "Get out of here, Youngberg!" And I'm like, "Oh my bad, I'm sorry." And I ran out the room.
There have also been reports that Whitney got into a shouting match with Stacey F. Francis, and it was all because of Ray J. If they were not together, it would not have been a problem if Ray J was with somebody else. But because they were probably together, Whitney did have a problem with Ray being a little too close with somebody else. Now, on the day Whitney died, Ray J said he was not at the party, but there have been several accounts claiming that he lied about not being around. In fact, one of the accounts from people who were there was that Brandy was asking for her brother at the party. So why would she be asking for him if he was not there in the first place? People also started giving Ray J the side eye when Raffles and Ray J were hurrying out of the back with Brandy Burnside that same evening. Yet Raffles clearly never liked Ray. So why was he helping him sort of sneak out of the place? And get this, Leola Brown, the sister of Whitney's ex-husband Bobby Brown, said shortly after Whitney's death that Ray J had been helping Whitney get access to whatever she was using.
When I first seen this and I saw the news and and I'm sorry, please excuse me, I just have to come out and say this.
Please.
I saw Ray J coming out of the hotel, hiding his head, being pushed into the car. Why? I looked and I said, why is he hiding? Why is he hiding his face? He's always trying to show his face when he's around Whitney.
According to her, Ray J, who was not actually dating Whitney, but was just a runner boy, was supplying Whitney with the hard stuff.
For some reason, he knows somebody that sells, and he was buying them for Whitney.
That's the narrative. Because why you hiding your face? If you ain't had, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have just left. You know what I mean? Maybe because he was crying. I don't know. We could use that one. We could just play devil's advocate. But come on. Why you hiding your face? Kind of weird, right?
From what I know, and given her, I want to know why this boy was allowed to do that.
Basically, Leola Brown believes that Ray J was involved in Whitney's death, and she actually blames him for what happened. For his part, Ray J only opened up 5 years after Whitney passed on, and he said he still felt guilty about what happened while speaking to Stacey Francis on Celebrity Big Brother. At the time, Ray also said that although several media outlets offered him millions to reveal secrets of Whitney's death, he turned down every single proposal. He said, "I had so many people calling me offering millions of dollars to have an interview. I was like, I don't need the money. It's not good money. That's just not right. My karma would be bad." But what exactly is Ray J not telling us about Whitney's death? And how much of it does his sister Brandy know? Most importantly, did that note that was passed to Brandy by Whitney have anything to do with her death? Well, as much as followers say the note was not coincidental, there are people who also say that they doubt anything of significance or real importance was in the note. For all we know, it was probably a happy birthday wish, or it could have just been Whitney's room number at the hotel, and she wanted Brandy and Ray J to know where she was staying. Or maybe Whitney had a gift for Brandy for her birthday she wanted to give her. Someone even said that Brandy is just being unnecessarily dramatic and milking the note story for all she's got to raise interest in her and Whitney's connection. In fact, we've even had followers pointing out how dramatic she has been with the connection. Like in 2017, when both Brandy and Monica decided to remember Whitney Houston on her birthday, Monica took to Instagram to celebrate Whitney, and her simple message read, "You will forever be the greatest. You will forever be missed." Hours later, Brandy also posted her own tribute to Whitney, captioning her post, "My angel, my friend, my fairy godmother. I love you forever. Thank you for trusting me with the torch." Child, Brandy was not prepared for the heat she got for a post she thought was innocent, cause people flooded her Instagram comment section, drawing comparisons to their post and criticizing her for her self-indulgent caption. Basically, they were slamming Brandy for making a tribute about herself, while Monica simply honored Whitney and left it at that. Regardless, we still have people who believe that Brandy knows what really happened to Whitney, but she's just not allowed to talk yet. But she will one day. But what do you think was really in that note that Whitney slipped her? And do you think Ray J also knows exactly what happened to Whitney? Drop those thoughts.
Look, man, like I said, there's so many narratives you could come up with. You know what I mean? Like they had a couple in the video, like, could have been a happy birthday, could have been a room number, it could have been anything. But the look on Brandy's face, man, you know what I'm saying? The look on that woman's face was just, it looked as if, something serious was up in the note. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Sign off in the comments how y'all feel about this, man. If you made it to this point in the video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe. You feel me? Shout out to the subscribers. You feel me? This has been Smitster Reacts, the homie Smitster 400. What you think was in the note? Signing off. Owie.